Hello everyone, my name is Nunu. Today we're back with Project Cars 2 for my top 5 cars. We're just gonna get straight into this. And in 5th place you have the car you just saw, the Nissan C something something something. It's in group C1. This car is very fun. It's a high downforce, old school Le Mans car. This is not the Le Mans spec version, but it has high downforce. It is fun to drive. It's not too hard to drive, to be honest. It's good to battle with, so if you haven't checked this one out, go check it out with your friends, if you have any friends. Okay, I'm just kidding. But this car's very fun to drive. You may be a little bit understeer, so maybe you have to put a little bit more downforce on the front, or maybe do softer front tires. But this car's generally very enjoyable to drive, very enjoyable to battle with. I've had some very great battles with this car before. But coming into 4th place, you have none other than the good old Formula 1 car, the Lotus 98T. This is not a McLaren, this is a Lotus. This is just a McLaren livery. You can put some historic liveries on there, as well as historic Williams and a historic, I don't know, 2 historic Williams I think it was. But this car is such a beast. It has power, it has a bit of downforce, and it is super twitchy and super fun to drive. Of course, it's an old Formula 1 car from the 1970s, I think, and it's a god. It's my god. It is very fun to drive around with your friends, especially in historic circuits like Silverstone, because there's not too many corners, but there's high downforce corners, and you can take curbs with this car. It might just unsettle your car a little bit, but it's a very fun car to drive. And it looks very good, and it sounds very good. So why is this only in 4th place? Because there's better cars in this game. But 4th place is still pretty decent in comparison to there's only over 180 cars. This car is not very popular in online sessions and stuff, so you might go try it out with the AIs. Of course, Project Cars 2 AIs being freaking bad. But coming into our 3rd place here in the Project Cars 2 top 5 shootout, we have none other than the LMP2 Judd, which is, or whatever LMP2. They're kind of similar to each other, but the reason why I've chosen this one is mostly because of the amazing livery that I have on it. It's the G-Drive livery, which they were LMP2 last year. They're still LMP2. They won this year's Le Mans, but got disqualified because I think it was something with the fuel tanker. So they got disqualified. But G-Drive livery is not what we need to talk about. We need to talk about the car, okay? The car, it's great. It's just like an LMP1 car with a little bit less downforce, less power, and no hybrid boost, of course, which makes it very enjoyable to drive. The less downforce makes it a little bit more. It makes it better to battle with. You can better battle with this car than an LMP1 car, for example, because LMP1 cars, of course, it makes it unpredictable to whenever you use hybrid boost, which also makes them easier. But this is just the little sister of an LMP1 car, and it is genuinely very enjoyable to drive. Talking about LMP1 cars, our 2nd place on this list is none other than the Audi LMPH car, the LMPH 2016 car. I actually drive this car. I drive it in a league, in my AWOL league. There's a playlist to that. Go check those videos out if you haven't. But this car, unlike its little sister, the LMP2 we just looked at, it has hybrid boost. It has more downforce, more power. Of course, this being the top class in the WEC Championship. It's a very fun car to drive, to be honest. This one is the Le Mans spec, which the Le Mans spec, I think it's not as fast on straights, but this car, it's all fine for me. I do really enjoy driving it, especially around Le Mans and tracks like that. And it's a DLC car, so it's hard to check out if you don't have the DLC, the Spirit of Le Mans. I really reckon you go purchase that. But coming into 1st place, our top 5 shootout winner and pole position, picking up 25 points for this video, we have none other than the 911 RSR, the Porsche. The Porsche is so nice and so sexy. It looks so awesome. I love this car. I also drive it in a private league, and I really do enjoy driving it in that private league. First of all, the GTE class is shitty competitive, which makes it even more enjoyable. You can have sick battles with all the forts and all that, but other than that, the Pink Pig livery just makes it so much more awesome to drive around the Pink Pig. I have quite a lot of custom liveries, but the car feels very nice. It is very nice to drive. It's after that, my favorite GTE car is actually the Ford. Also, there was no GT3 cars on this list. Why is that, Nunu? Because I don't really like GT3 cars. I know they're very similar to GTE cars, but I just don't really enjoy them as much. I enjoy very, very much the GTE class because there's not too many cars. I just get confused with all of the other cars. But let's just end this video off. I hope you enjoyed this video of my top 5 Project Cars 2 cars. Top 5 Project Cars 2 cars, yes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.